setup-wise, we said just trying to get a little bit tall in the legs. So you're just sort of flexing your knees, getting your spine angle. What we're looking for, obviously your arms hanging down from the shoulder, which you can see there, and roughly a 90-degree angle between your sort of spine there and the shaft. So the blue line, that sort of shaft, like the spine angle, the yellow line, close to 90 degrees. That's in a position there we can reach the golf ball. Before, you would sort of squat your knees down more this way.
Yeah.
Your spine would be up there, then your arms would be reaching out there for the golf ball. So you'd be stretching for the golf ball, and actually further from the ball. Even though you were lower, you may have felt closer to the golf ball. You were closer to the ground, but you were still further from the golf ball in terms of measurement from your shoulders. And that's really what we're going to measure that distance from, is how close are they to the golf ball. If you move your spine from there and go upwards, as you were when you bend your knees more, you can't reach the ground. So you stand up taller, you can't reach it. So ball position, we said, from face on, underneath your left chest there, which is fine. Okay, so your left sort of zip on your jacket there, okay, that was good. But try to go through that process of putting the club down first behind the golf ball, then you set your grip while putting your sort of spine angle there, and the last thing you sort of set your feet as a result. If you start putting your feet first, and you sort of just guess where your feet go, and in terms of that distance, it's going to be a guess from sort of start position, okay? You're then going to be readjusting to the golf ball by sort of bending your knees more or stretching your arms out. If we go through information we know with the club first, then the grip, then the spine being over the ball, we can just put our feet then for comfort. Okay? In terms of the swing there now, what we're trying to do once you get to the top of the back swing, take the golf club back nicely, so a nice shoulder turn, hinging the wrist there at the top, so getting into a good position. What we're trying to do now is move that body to the left. If you watch your head position here, okay, in terms of where it starts there, as you start coming back down, sometimes when your arms pulled more, your head you'll start seeing now moves off that line. So this position, the speed of your arms bringing the club in, if the lower half's not moving to the left, the top half now sort of hangs back, and you can see when you hang back, your club then will just hit the top of the golf ball, and the ball then sort of shoots low. The club is hitting the golf ball on the way up. So at this point here now, where the club should be sort of still in the ground, your club, you can see, is off the ground, already on the way up, because you're leaning back a little bit too much with that head coming back this way. You haven't twisted, because look at that right foot again, it's flatter, okay? As this one sort of starts coming back down now, that right foot will start just lifting a little bit more there. In time, that'll come off the ground. This one eventually you get through a little bit more, but there's a bit of a wobble there, kind of trying, not really sort of feeling comfortable. The last one, which I didn't get on the camera unfortunately, you actually got your right foot to kind of there. At the moment you were here, okay, this one now was a reasonable shot, you were there. The best one you had was there. What we're looking for will be the red line, will be up there with your foot. So your foot's going to start rolling up a lot more, and that's going to help you, A, get your spine fully through. The good thing is now, although you're leaning back there, because your head was leaning back a little bit, hence why your right foot, at least your hips are fully rotated and your shoulders rotated. Because that knee sort of just started to come through. Exactly. You're basically, your lower half was almost still, your lower half finish position was almost sort of there and set up, and your top half sort of fully rotated, so your spine was sort of crunching around a bit. So go through that process of setup, club down first, and try and do that for every single shot, whether it's a 3-foot putt or a 200-yard drive. Feeling a little bit more on top and closer, the more you do that routine, the more in time that's going to become more natural. So you'll just walk up to a golf ball and go, okay, club down first, grip the golf club. It wouldn't matter what club you've got, it was a 7 iron, a 5 iron, you wouldn't even need to know. You just grab a club, put the club down behind the ball, and you adjust to that golf club. Not here's my 7 iron, I've got to do this. Oh, here's my one setup for every club. You just adjust to the length of the club you've got, rather than, what's the 7 iron, what's this, what's that. Club down, hands on the club where you know, spine angle to reach the golf ball, then put your feet for comfort. And by putting your feet for comfort, you'll generally find you put them in the same spot every time, because you're going to put the same comfort spot every time, rather than, that doesn't feel like you're sort of shuffling around. If the feet go first, you'll be guessing, okay? Does that make sense? Good man, okay.